Hello, hello, hello. Jack of all trades, Sunny Ants, Martin, Ramapril, Ebola. What is up, people? Who is ready for some ant feeding? Damn, those girls are thirsty. Hey, Gert. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Don't be scared, my darling. Hello, Bonker. So, we are looking at the irritators. Yeah, I just saw Ebola. I saw. I'll start packing tomorrow. So, how was everybody's Easter? I know some people are wondering, why are you still saying Happy Easter? Well, here in the Netherlands, we have 2 days of Easter. Delicious. A lot of eggs. Could you give me a discount on a leaf cutter and setup? Well, there are several ways that you can get a 10% discount. Watch your favorite YouTubers, join our Discord. So I don't have to give it. You can look for it yourself. There are a lot of 10% discount codes around. The right question is jelly bean or marshmallows? Probably marshmallows. 23 people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, let's check out all the brood, because there is a bit of brood in this nest. Holy smokes. So, let's water them up a little bit. TCA, do you have new ants? Yes. 2 species, 6 queens. Oh, sorry, no, 7 species, 6 queens at a colony. I forgot one colony. With the last colony, I am only going to show around 9 o'clock when Atur is in the stream as well. Yeah, the brood is looking very good. Also in the back here, there's still a lot of eggs. So that's gonna be nice. So I'm gonna cut up some red runners for these fine ladies. I saw a question about how much my collection actually costs. I have no clue. Of course, I can get discounts and stuff, but I also still pay a lot. But it's going, yeah, that changes a lot. And of course, I cannot count the setups because I pay for my own setups. But I did a calculation. If I have to buy all the setups, yeah, that's a couple of thousand already. So I cannot give you a fair number. How do you provide water and sugar water to big ants like Panera clavata? Sugar water I provide through the smiley trays and water through jaw drinkers. Do you 3D print them? The nests? Yes. The inserts? Nope. I got you beat up. Probably, Volai. most definitely. The fifth is already almost ready. Yeah, you showed me the pictures. It's looking cool. It's looking cool. Damn, these girls really are thirsty. Let's give them a little bit extra. Well, I am going to show almost all of the ants today. And there's going to be a few epic ones. Would Camponotus ligniperda be fit for the nest? Of course. Of course. All species, well, almost all species we have something for. So we got some new challenges coming up, but all the normal species, the nests are perfect for. We also have the leafcutter setups, and we are going to be working on weaver setups and honeypot setups to complete everything. One of the cricket heads are moving. Yeah, well, they are. I just killed them off stream, off camera. So yeah, they're still twitching a little bit, but they are dead. Okay, so the question is, what do you guys want in the background? Do you want me to take out the Diversa? Do you want me to take out the Philosas? Hey, Matusli. Diversa. We'll do the leaf cutters in a little bit, fishy ants. Okay, I am gonna move you guys a little bit so that I can grab the Diversa. Such a tight fit, but it works. And there we go. Got my first 10K views on my video. Cool. On a short, I guess. Can you show a jaw drinker? Do I still have one here? That's a seed drinker. I'll show you in a second. Gert. Okay, I am gonna put these ants away, and I am because in the background we already have the Diversa. Do you have trap jaws? Not anymore. I had Odontomachus clarus. Did you see a weaver ant setup? Yes, there is something in the works. What CAD software do you use for your 3D printed parts? Tinkercad.com. It is a free online designing tool. So the brood is still going up and down. Hey, Rich. Fusion is nice, but it is can be quite complicated. So, yeah. I wanted to do a little bit of cleaning in the outworld. Because as you can see, there is a bit of junk in there. So, let's go for that for a second. All right. First, I'm gonna grab this tray, which has one ant on it. And that's back in there. Cool. So, of course, using the gardening set. Do the ends. I need to put that back in place, but not sure if I'm going to make that today. The ants never like this kind of action, but it is just needed every once in a while. So what I normally do is I give them, I put everything in the corner. Hey, Antimatus, Texas Ant Keeper. Do you have a tip? Do you have a tip how I can clean my outworld? Just as I'm doing now. Get a gardening set, then sweep everything into one corner. Then distract them with some food and scoop it out. Do you have any setups designed for arboreal polyspecies? Not yet. Getting there. Getting there. I'll show you something in a little bit. You can see that they are very busy at the moment. So I'm just cutting up some red runners here to see if we can distract them for a little. I might take you up on that, Rachel. So, I made them a nice dinner plate. So hopefully the trash in the back corner will be left alone so that I can actually scoop it up. When I feed my ants a mealworm, it turns black. This can also depend on what the mealworm has been eating and on what temperature you are keeping them, because they can go black really fast sometimes. Have you ever used waxworms? No. I tried getting a bowl off one of my pollies last night and I just got swarmed. Yeah, distract them with more food. That's the main thing. Distract. A Super XL's, well, I have some Super XL ones. I just haven't put them on the website yet. Do you want me to add one to your order, Ebola? They were having none of it. They chose violence. Violence it is. Dies with any chance? Yeah. Okay, this feeder is empty. Cool. Let's put that over there. Hello, European ant keeper. What did I miss? Not much yet. We're just starting up. So I am gonna put these girls back in the background, and then hopefully we can clean that pile in the back there when they are focused on the food. So let's move them back a little bit, and let's try something else, because I just noticed I grabbed one of my favorite species, are flavas. But check this out. Apparently, I didn't water the nest last Wednesday when I was feeding them. So they're in the tube again. Let's see if I water the nest. A lot of times they are back in the nest within a few hours. So maybe even during the stream. So, watering the nest. Make it nice and moist. Okay, do you know the species Mephistocephalodus? Yes, I do. Don't have them. Lol, you know what you should do for April Fool's next day? You should make a large, like 6 by 8 by 3 feeding dishes. Texas Ant, check on the website in the fun department. We have really, really huge smileys. The dives are pretty chill and animated. Yeah. You can take out the roach now. Yeah, true. Could you do the leafcutter ants now? No, I'm going to feed these ones, and let's take that roach part out. Good spot. And then we'll do a quick tour of the leafcutters. Okay? So bear with me for a minute. They are rapidly running out of space. No, in the nest. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm going to grab some food, and then I'm going to grab a screwdriver, and we can see if we can get that out of there. Good point, European ant keeper. kind of was one of the trademarks of this of this colony. So let's see. I am going to show you a trick, because you only need to loosen this one, loosen this one, and take the other two out. So that's one, and that's two. Well, almost. I am also going to grab a cotton swab so that I can clean it a little bit. So, cotton swab number 1. It's already a little bit wet so that we can actually do some cleaning with it. Cotton swab number 2. So, 2 bolts out, 2 bolts loosened, tweezers, and now you can just grab your hydration hole and pull the glass off. It's so much muck. But now that it's loose, they will probably also take it out themselves. Okay, soft tweezers. No, don't go into the hydration hole, please. Get back in there. Yep. Now you slide it in, and done. There we go. So normally you get a T screwdriver. Do I still have one here? No. But you can also buy these full screwdrivers in the shop. But normally with your order you get the Allen key that you need, the 2.5. Let's go. DCA, do you have any tips on picking up ants without killing them? Yes, they are called soft tweezers, these ones, or super lightweight tweezers. And as you can see, they just bend when you try to grab something. So these small ants I can actually pick up with these tweezers. And we have 2 sizes. So this is the big one. And we also have the smaller ones. So these ones are for smaller ants. You can buy them in a set or separately if you want. So as you can see, they are already exploring, and let's check on later if they are already putting brood back into the nest and if they clean the rest. Martin's on a roll today. Thanks, Martin. Okay, let's do a quick leaf cutter tour then. Are you still there, fishy ants? So, first, the big pod, which is going up and down and up and down. This one is still a mess. I need to clean it, but didn't have the time yet. Then we have the junk pile, and it's actually getting pretty big. It's hard to show you guys, but it's about 1/3 full. So then let's go up, 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 up. And a lot of fungus in the pipes has actually gone back to the main nest. which I am really happy with. Ants, 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 ants. We got a little bit of fungus over there. Then more ants, ants, ants. And then remember that there was a lot of fungus in the pipes here. Well, that's mostly gone. In the outworld, it is still a lot of fungus, which is fine for now, but I hope to get some in to put it in the pot that's inside the nest. And I was lucky again that my friend Soil Gecko came around again. So this is actually a full plant of spinach. And this pod was almost full with one plant of spinach. I dropped it in this morning at 10. Hey, Sadie! Welcome, welcome. So, one full plant of spinach. Which is just cool to see that it all crumbles and gets smaller. And yeah. Yeah, so let's head back. Okay. New Queen Peak. Woo. New Queen Peak. Sadie, we got secrets. For a little bit, we got secrets. Woo. It's half gone. Yeah, but it's constantly moving all the fungus, which is fine. Look at the swarm. I should have gave him this one, by the way. Happy Easter. Ah! Okay. We haven't done a lot of colonies yet, so we've already been... Damn, it's already been half an hour. Oh, yeah. Geert, are you still there? You wanted to see the... You wanted to see the Jaw Drinker. I recommend buying Novomessa Coccarelli. I had Novomessa Coccarelli. You can watch it on my stream. No rush. Take 4 hours. Cool. It's a really cool video when I doubled up the nest. Novomessa Coccarelli. It was a colony that I had for 6 months that nobody knew about. Stop teasing. Stop teasing with what? Gert, are you still there? Gert wanted to see the Jaw Drinker. So... 4-hour stream? Maybe someday, but probably not today. The mono's next. Well, I don't see Gert, so if Gert comes back, then we shall grab something with a Jaw Drinker in it. Meow. So, they are also making quite the mess. But they are a cool species. Just thinking about Aunt Oliver, because my Novomessa are cursed just like his was. Oh my god, you moved them? What? These ones? No, I just gave them a nest, and it is bonkers. This was a beautiful idea from ants and stuff. Somebody please take my messers. Well, not me. Yeah, they are a nightmare to clean, but they're not the worst, to be honest. A lot of messages. I put way too many Brussels summer leaf cutters the other day, and they went bad, very bad. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, that stinks. What's the secret? You want to know the secrets? Well, we have 3 different species. So 3 different secrets. You guys already curious? Okay, it's gonna rain some Red Runner parts because I'm not even bothering putting them on a plate with these guys. Yeah, the second nest is getting some attention, so that's cool. That one's getting some attention, and that one is actually full. So, okay, guys, do you want to know the first secret then? Do you want to know the first species? So you got to help me decide which one I'm going to show first. So you guys can decide. Do you want to see the species that's in the nest, or do you want to see the species that's in a tube? So tube or nest? Vote. Oh, nice. This is going. Okay, I see tubes. I see nest. I see tubes. I see nest. I see tubes. I see nest. It's 3-3. That's another tube. Okay, shall we start with the tubes then? Tube nest. Tube nest. You bunch of buggers. Okay, I'm going to grab the tubes because... I'm going to grab the tubes. I'm so happy with the... Because I really need to get busy. So it is tubes, double tubes, because we have 2 queens. Guess the species, guys. Yep, we got new Ucophilia schmachradina. So, Rach, you were talking about arboreal species. We are gonna have to make some setups. So, this is a queen with, she had 2 workers, but one worker has sadly died. This one does not have a lot of brood, just a few eggs laying around. But the one in the back, this is all brood. So, I have to start making a setup. And should I do it or not? Should I give you a sneak peek? Should I give you a sneak peek on the setup? I don't know. Should I? Well, it is Easter. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'll give you a sneak peek of a little bit of the new nest, of new outworld. And this is the sneak peek. This is a sneak peek. So it's going to be, I'm going to make larger outworlds with another type of connectors, but I am not able to fully print them anymore because they are going to be bigger than my printer. So it is going to be divided into pieces with still the regular connector, but this is a separate piece. And we got new corner pieces, and we're so later on the size is going to be way bigger than the size is now, and the size is going to be a maximum of 30 by 30 by 60, and we can put that upright or flat. So yeah. So this is going to be a new outworld because, well, for the green weavers, you need a high setup. So this is the idea. This is the principle that I am going to spend a lot of time on this week. So yeah, but this is going to be modular. So these parts you can move out or in, whatever you want. So yeah, small sneak peek. What plant are you using? That's not a secret. Oh, I'm working through that list. Yeah. Is that schmachradina? Yes. Ucophilia schmachradina, the green weavers. Yep. So, secret number 1. The other secret? A little bit later. There's 2 more secrets, by the way. Okay. We were talking about messians. Let's get the Mesobarbarus out. And they have fully taken out one of the cottons out of the double drinker. So it's a mess in the outworld. Remember when you had the Odontomachus clarus? Yes, I did. Such messy ants. Damn. Just look at the junk. Okay, let's see if we can... Whoa, okay. How many live ants are in there? I see 2. Where'd you go, buddy? Ah, there. Nice. That's already a ton of junk. Oh, there's one running on the table. Yep. Go. I'm talking about too many projects. I also have an idea for these ones. I just didn't have the time yet. Hi, would you mind helping me identify an ant species? Well, you can always join our Discord. That's the easiest way. Another way to do it is to use the app. And I constantly remember what the name is. Forget what the name is. Martin, what's the name again? From the app that you can scan pictures with. Could you add to your list self-cleaning acrylic, please? Yes, that's a great idea. Ant Scout, yes. Ant Scout is a free-to-use app that can help you identify a lot of different species. Oh, let's go. Take a holiday for your projects. No, I don't need a holiday. I need my kids to go back to school. And then you have Easter weekend. You have to move your live stream. So they are still looking very healthy. And that's the nice thing about these ants. There's not a lot of maintenance. Can you show us the bullet ants? This week, not the bullet ants. I'm going to show the bull ant because I have a really cool update on the bull ant. So the Necrocincta, not the Clavata. So on to the next. You want to hear something funny, by the way, guys? We've done one shelf now. One shelf is done. Rice fields. Oh, we have quite a few elates in there. And is it me or is the brood pile getting less? Because that can mean that there's something wrong with the queen. These are the acorn ants. Temnothorax nilandri, also known as the dangleberries. Okay, I am going to water the outworld a little bit because that is pretty dry. Well, the rice fields used to be way bigger than that, so I'm not too happy with that. Okay. Because to be honest, they have some sentimental value. It's one of the colonies I had a lot of fun with making the first videos with. I know that they haven't had a video in a long time because, well, they haven't been growing or done anything special. But it's just a colony that's is important for me. So I would be very disappointed if something happens to them. Acorn ants are probably my favorite to find because my garden has lots of acorns. Cool. They are actually pretty easy to find. Just find a big oak tree, mostly at the edge of the forest. So near grasslands. When are you getting honeypots? Tricky. Okay, on to the next. I hope that these girls pull through. Aww. We got a small trail going on. Okay. Time for maybe even the messiest setup. Our tiny devils. Little buggers. Can you get off of this? Yeah. Haha. Nice. Can you please get off of this one? No, not on. Off. Thank you. Nice. So, do we have brood? Yes. Not where it's supposed to be, but we've got brood. Are they still in the double drinker? Yes. And I actually have to give them a new tube. So let's do that right now. So they are probably going to move into this tube now. I'd give them a new home fast. Yeah. I tried to rehome them completely, as in give them away. The guy didn't want them. Which I completely understand because I want them gone as well. To be honest, guys, I am done with the scoots. Holy smokes, they're already getting out again. What did you do to the barrier, you buggers? Barrier gone. You got an eggy in there. Connect a new empty nest. Yeah, not today. But I will have to. I agree on that. Okay, they're all back in there. Let's give them something to eat. And hide them in the corner again. Hey, Gert, you're back. I was asking where you were. Because I'll grab one setup with a jar drinker in it. Chromatogastus cutularis. Because I even have a second one that I already traded off, but still need to make the exchange. So they're in the double drinker. I just added this tube, so they're probably going to move into that tube. The nest is still a disaster. So I might add a new nest on this side. Good point. Good point. Okay. I was printing a new drinker for my clavata. Ah, you make your own stuff. Cool. Should I grab the harps that I can show one of the drinkers? Let me grab the harps. They are in everything but the nest. Yes, very true. The annoying little pricks. There we go. Harpagnathus venator. And with that, we have a jaw drinker, which I have to fill. So the jaw drinker is a higher tube. It's a higher setup that has a kind of a tub in the bottom where the water stands. But the opening is way bigger than normal, so that ants with bigger jaws, like the harps, like clavata, like filosas, can actually get their jaws into it. And there you go. Harps are so epic. So let's see. Do we have any red runners left? Yeah, there's a few. It's not a lot. Oh, there's one. Yeah. Okay, let me grab a few smaller ones out of this cup and just put them in there. So these red runners are hunted by the harps themselves. So I don't actually have to feed them. I just have to water the nest. Hey, PJ! PJ, do you use Discord? I would love to talk to you, or Instagram or something like that. Holy smoke. Guys, they are opening up cocoons. They are opening up cocoons. Look at those numbers. Don't the harps flush the jaw drinker? Nope. Well, sometimes they do, but they can do that with every drinker, so. I'm not gonna put my finger in there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So that's a nice amount of new workers. Bring on the pain. We can do better than this, PJ. Stung by a harp? I don't know, actually. There is Arthur. Arthur is the guy that didn't want the scuds. No, I'm not gonna. No clavata this week. So I'm gonna put the harps away. Harps away. Yeah. So, okay, let's fanboy a little bit then. Let's get Queen Sadie. Shall we check out how Queen Sadie is doing? So we got a couple of workers in the double drinker with some brood. So let's see how we are doing inside of the nest. Oh, they have moved a lot of the brood in there. Queen Sadie is running around a little bit lonely there. Well, it was fun having you out here. I get the question more often, are we welcome to come to your shop? Well, with an appointment, there is a lot of things possible. Oh, did you see from Camponotus? His Nigroceps queen died. Well, Sadie, you're a busy queen today. Okay, let's get you some food. Did he respond? And stuff. So sad. Exploring. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, some people are allergic to the sting. That's true. How's the new colony? Okay, so for one of the next secrets, we were waiting on Atu. So, shall we grab one of the next secrets then? Atu, what do you think? Okay then. So, Atu was coming over to pick up the Camponotus lateralis. So, Rachel, I watched the Chamber of Secrets yesterday with my daughters. Well, that's funny. So, yeah, Atu came to pick up the lateralis, and I also gifted him the Camponotus forelli. So, yeah, also because we had to make space, as you know, that we have the green weavers now. And he was like, well, I have to give you something. So he gave me another native species. Hello, Tom Tube. Thanks, PJ. I'll contact you. So, Atu, tell us, what are we looking at? Thank you, lovely cat dragon. We normally do a stream every Sunday. This was an exception for Easter. Antimatis goes through for the fridge. Yeah, we already did the Lundy, but we can do it again at the end, Thundertube. So, we got a nice colony of Kaispidum. And, of course, we put them in a flex starter. I already was honest to Atur. Are we going to gonna keep them for a long time? I don't know, because we have a lot of small ants and we are making space. So and these girls are taking space, but they are cute. And for now, they're not taking up a lot of space. So let's see where they will bring us. So let's check out what we have in the flex tower. In the other tube, we have the Messer Barbarous Queen. And as you can see, she actually has some eggs in her mouth. Woohoo! But don't get caught in that cotton now, please. Messy Barbarous. Why do we have these Messy Barbarous? Well, I traded them for one of the split offs of the Tetramorium, and it's a nice giveaway if some kids come over. So this is the second queen, also with eggs. Very cool, very nice. So Atur, thank you for one of the secret colonies. Because you missed the green weavers. Well, you already saw them, of course. Give them a themed setup. Yeah, maybe. What is the rarest ant colony you can fight outdoors in the Netherlands? The rarest. Well, I've heard that there is Ligniperda around. It's not really. It's not that common in the Netherlands, so that's why it's funny. What's better in a tube, cotton ball or brew sponge? I like the cotton balls better, but that's my opinion. So, we're going to wait a little bit for the next surprise. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your sunglasses out. Get your sunglasses out. You know what time it is. Here we go. Of course, our Lasius Niger. And look at those numbers, guys. Look at those numbers. We are growing. My daughter is so happy with her colony. She wants to bring it to school like every week. Yes, you do, Sadie. It is awesome. Should we give them an Easter bunny? I think they need an Easter bunny. The bunny is actually eating a red runner now. That looks a bit weird. That's not a very nice Easter bunny. Do you make all your setup with a 3D printer? 3D printer, CNC, laser cutter. So yeah. A unicorn bowl. I might make some friends with those. Yeah. You didn't see the Green Weavers. Yeah, I did want to film it. That's true. I'll show them again a little bit later. How do I start an ant colony? Well, you wait for nuptial flights and you can find your own queen, or you can buy some ants from an ant shop. I don't know where you live, lovely cat dragon. It is pretty scary, isn't it? It's like a creepy Easter. Let's move them out. In the Netherlands, well, you can buy a colony from, let's say, Ants Inc. Mania. I think I have a card here somewhere. Where did I put my card? There we go. You can look at the website. To be honest, I am not a big supporter of aesthetic ants, but it's your own choice. You can go to the Ant Merchant, or you can go to Ants Inc. Mania. Those are two Dutch shops that I do business with. Of course, for setups, thecraftingant.com. Switch back there. Let's grab the Camponotus vagus. And yes, they are still not in the new setup. I know. I know. Beastly. Beastly's looking good. I am thinking of keeping them in this setup for a little bit longer, because now I would be not sure if I'd put them in a medium gypsum or a small gypsum. And I think I would put them in a medium. I would want to put them in a medium, so I might wait a little bit until this brood develops and then give them a bigger nest. So I had a lot of excess filament from different projects outside of ant keeping. So I have some really cool colors, and I am going to, well, there's a poll going on the website, but I'm probably gonna make surprise boxes for cool smiley trays in packages. So you get a couple of normal ones and you get a couple of cool ones. For instance, this color. It's a multicolored smiley with green and blue. Let me grab that drinker real quick. I have bullet ants, but this week we are not going to look at the bullet ants because the queen has eggs but no larvae, so we need to give her as much space as we can. So we are going to make some smiley packs. Nice. So, Camponotus Fagus, fully black queen called Beasley. Okay, let's grab the Renaissance. So, for the hardcore fans, the Renaissance, what's this species? You have a lot of brood with your messer. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the Fadoli, Fadolinodas. It is Fadolinodas. Nodas is something went wrong somewhere, but it officially is Nodus. To be honest, I would love to see some more brood. There is not a lot of brood in there. Do I see a queen? What's the next question? You guys see a queen. Check the double drinker. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Well, they're busy in there, but... And there is some brood here. Don't see a queen, though. Let's turn the setup around, because she might be in the other corner. Well, you are looking on that side. I am trying. Holy smokes, there's a lot of junk in the outworld again. Again, talking about dirty ants. Hey, can I ask you, where do you post, like Instagram or TikTok? On all of them, and all the links are in the description. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. But the main channel is YouTube and Discord. Do you see a queen down there? Or? There is a pile of brood, though. There is a pile of brood. So we are going to be just fine. Okay. There they are. What do you guys think? Should I go for another secret, or should I grab the bull ants, or what do you think? Secret or bull ants? Secret, secret, secret. Nobody wants to see the bull ant. The bull ant is not special anymore. What's this? Really? Really? We got one bull ant. We got two bull ants. It doesn't matter because we're going to show them anyway, both of them. So let's start with the secrets then. By the way, we have 1/5 done. So we got a little bit to do. Okay. Hey, Special Ant. Bye, lovely cat dragon. So, we got some, we got a nest. Wait, we got two nests. What could it be? Whoop. Whoop. We've got ourselves some honeypots. And yes, they have already laid eggs. But wait, huh? There were two nests. Yes. And they already laid eggs. So we have, I have to look up the name because I haven't talked enough about them yet. It's Myrmecocystus semirufus. And they are, there's a big discussion if they are poly or pleo. What's the difference? Well, you have mono when you have to keep the queen separate from all other queens. Then you have poly, that you can have more queens in one nest. And then you have pleo, which actually means that in the until the founding stage, well, the beginning of the founding stage, they can be in one nest until the workers come, and then they will start fighting. So we are going to keep them together 2 times 2, and then when the first workers are arriving, we are going to split them up. So at the moment we have 4 queens with brood in the setups. You can tell them apart because one has a lid from the flex starter and one has the lid of a normal corridor. Because, of course, it is a little bit of a competition. Are we going to keep them in these nests? Of course not. They're honeypots. So we are going to make something special for them. These are desert ants, but there's a lot of confusion about them on how wet you should keep them. Because yes, they are desert ants, but they make nests very deep into the ground where the ground is still humid. So there's a big discussion going on about it. That's why I am only watering one side of the nest. You can already see that under the eggs and in this corner, it's becoming a little bit darker. You can see it perfectly there. That it's actually, this side is a bit darker than this side. So now it's a little bit wet here. It's less wet over here. So that's perfect. Setup for the honeypot is coming. It's not in the shop yet because I have to make them. But I usually challenge myself by getting the stuff and then going for it. These girls will have to test them properly before the honeypot nest will be released. So it's going to take a little bit. And I'm going to take you along on the journey. But for now, we have 4 honeypot queens. And I'm very happy with them because, damn, look at those colors. How beautiful are they? "100 days of honeypots." Probably. So guys, how are you liking the secrets today? We got green weavers, we got honeypots. Can I spit them? Okay, should we do some action now? Time for some action? Because most of you already know what's going to happen then. Nope, not the bulls. The Texas bullet ants. Pretty grand. Someone went late night shopping. Well, yeah, it was a nice week. So I actually cleaned the outworld a little bit, guys. Woohoo! Ah, nice. They are swarming the jaw drinker, and it's almost empty. We got to do something about that today, without getting stung, of course. And you might know from the last time, they are here, under there. There. Here's the cigar shop. Are you guys ready? You guys ready? Let's go. We got a few cigars. There's a big pile there, guys. I tried to count them a few days ago on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I tried to count them. I stopped at 30 cocoons. So that's looking really good. Bye, dames bro. There we go. So, you guys know the drill. These ants take live prey. By the way, there is more brood developing over there. These girls need live prey. So we are going to drop some live red runners in there. These red runners are going to be hunted down and stung by these ants. If you don't like that kind of content, this is the time to leave. So, are you ready for a couple of red runners? Let's go. And hopefully when they are busy with the red runners, I can get the jaw drinker. Oh, I nearly grabbed the jaw drinker. Maybe not such a great idea. Hello, Lexi. What's up? You won't want to smoke. Nah. Come on. There's one at the bottom. There we go. Are they hunting? There's a lot going on in the back there. The fun thing is they sting it, and a lot of times they just let it go because when it's stung, it's not going to get very far. You see the one in the front here? It's getting stung a lot. How often do you feed them? About 3 times. Yeah, 2 or 3 times a week. Cool, Arthur. So I am going to take the Diversa and put them back in the cabinet so that we can keep the Filosas in the background. What's your hardest colony to keep? Well, the clavata doesn't really want to do what I would like her to do. You should try a sting. I don't understand the obsession with getting stung or seeing other people getting stung. So if you want to see that kind of content, you're on the wrong channel. Let's see if they would like some more sugar water. So I'm going to put these girls in the background and we can grab the next colony. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm with you on that one, Martin. Guys, brood. Typical Tetramorium behavior. Tetramorium bicarinatum, and they are stacking the chambers again. And I see more and more queens running around. Yep, the tubes are double drinkers. They are special connectors made for this modular system. The Tetramorium. Damn it. Just look at that brood pile. That's just bananas. Oh, no. The Tetramorium are the Bicarionatum always get their food trays stuck to the floor. They use the sugar water just to glue everything down. I can't get it out. So, yeah. Okay, if you want to keep that feeding tray, fine. Holy smokes. Let's put this stuff in the corner. Let's go with fire engine. Yosito, how is your Panera Queen? Well, she has eggs with no larvae constantly, so she won't be on the show today, sadly. But we are still going to look at our bull ants. Hello, Mystic Slither. What do you guys think? Should I start power feeding the Tetramorium again or not? Because I could also throw a dubia in there. What do you guys say? Power feed or no? Ah, screw it. Let's grab the dubias. I need to buy some more dubias. And I need to grab some cucumbers. Dubia incoming. You want to see the tetratunnel connected again? Yeah. That would be epic. Well, it is looking very good in there. So, with a lot of queens. Okay. Let's go to the next colony. They are still hunting. Damn. Are you ready for some really nice beauties? Nico Berenzes. Nah. Why are there cocoons in the outworld? Sparkly. The reflection is bad. Oh, yes. The Metallicas. We got eggs and eggs and eggs. And larvae. Why is there an ant running on top of the setup? Hello? You guys see it? There was an other ant running on top of it. And it went into that watering hole. It went in there. Can I flush it out? Nope. It looked like... Well, that's going to be hard because I don't have any rubras. Ooh, I did make the nest quite wet right now. Can I take some water out? Yes, I can. Yeah, probably by carrying Adam. And it shouldn't win from a Metallica. I really like these ants. No, it was no Scud. It didn't have the heart-shaped gaster. So, putting the lid back on these girls. Let's see if they would like some fruit flies. Fruit flies. Whoa. Okay. That was a lot of fruit flies. Yeah, I picked this. I built this setup, well, this color especially for these ants. Metallic green with metallic green. But I also wanted to give them a little bit of sugar water. There is an ant out where there were some in the setup, but yeah. Another by carrying Adam. I'm going to check the setup now. Nothing's loose there. Nope, it's fine. Inside the setup is fruit flies. And the Metallicas, of course, but... By the way, Metallicas cannot climb at all. Do you see the one that's dragging the cocoon back into the nest? See it? It's afraid for the fruit flies. I really love this species. Damn. How often should I feed my 15 worker last year's niger colony? The thing is, if you feed them a lot at once, you can do it once a week. If you take it out every day after it, you can do it 2 times a week. It really depends on what you want and how fast you want them to grow and stuff like that. So, yeah. I am wondering, I see them run under the drinker. I'm going to move the drinker a little bit. Did they build something there? No. Okay. Because I want them to stay in the nest. Oh, you see that one? It's running around with... now they are going under it. No! It has a fruit fly. Woohoo! Nice. Why are you sticking it under there? Bye, European Antkeeper. Metallicas are really small. What size setup do you recommend for a Venator? How big is the colony? Because for most Venators, I would already start with a medium and then just put a lot of substrate in there so that they can move the substrate around. Can we see the bull ants? Let's do that, Lindsay. Let's do that. There you go. Texas bullet ants. Okay, let's grab the bull ants. $10.15. Go for a medium gypsum. Medium gypsum. So, guys and girls, first good news is empty tube. Empty tube. It's a tube out of the outworld. So that can only mean one thing. Well, two things, but she's not dead. Are you guys ready for some really, really, really good news? Check that out. We got some chunky larvae. Don't worry, it's springtails running around. So happy. Look at this massive queen. And she's pissed that I took the lid off. How epic is this? So happy. Now the worker was with came with the queen. So it was a worker and eggs. Bull ants. Not bulldog ants, bull ants. If you put springtails in a setup, do you need to do something extra to keep them alive in the oven? Now the food that the ants leave behind, the springtails will eat. So, yes. That's looking very good. So I'm gonna move her back to her special place. Okay. So, let's check out the 3,500 subscriber giveaway. Look at the denticulata. They are looking so good. At the moment, I don't have any trap jaws. No, I had Odontomachus clarus, but they were borrowed from the ant merchant, and I returned them because I needed space. So this colony is going to be a giveaway when we hit 3,500 subscribers on YouTube. And how many do we have at the moment? Let me check. Analytics. 3,371. So 129, guys. It is going to be a European giveaway. But don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. We have an epic worldwide giveaway coming very soon. It's in the works. We have to figure out how we're exactly going to do it. It is going to be a sponsored giveaway, but it's not going to be sponsored by a shop. So it's going to be cool. More information on that later. But these are Odontoponera denticulata. Hey, we've got an elite. We have got an elite. Huh. Do we have more elates? Okay, did not see that one. Some new substrate needed. They got substrate in the outworld, so they can take it whenever they want. Just look at them. They're so happy. Yeah, that's one winged. And she's right here in the corner. See? It's hard to see. What substrate did I use? Cocoa peat. Cocoa peat with some normal black sand. I took some black sand out of my own garden and I just boiled it. Yeah, I talked about it before. Okay. Next up, Rico. Can I take them off? I could probably, yeah, I could take it off. So, Rico, remember these tubes? Yes, they can sting, Lindsay. They are small philosas, as we call them. So what is it, Rico? The Tell us, what's the species? They are pretty tiny. Fedole. Fedole. Yeah, Polydula. Yeah, they're doing great. They're out of the test tube into the nest. Looking healthy. Very hungry and thirsty. These ones don't actually hunt. These are gatherers. But you missed the hunting on these ones. So, on to the next. They still don't want to move. Our Camponotus nicobarensis. But as you can see, there are not a lot of queens in here. When's the next video? I've watched all of your videos and they are very entertaining. Well, thank you. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably not this week. These are not harvester ants. They are carpenter ants. This is Camponotus nicobarensis. The special thing about this is it is a 5-queen colony. There is actually more queens in here with more brood. So, Camponotus nicobarensis. These are one of the faster growing Camponotuses, yes. It's a 5-queen colony, yeah. Okay. I do hope that the other ones will, the rest of the workers will go into, and the queen, of course, go into this nest. So that I can disconnect the old nest. Okay. Yeah. Back to the Texas Bulllands. So we got a couple of flex starters that we still have to do. And Lindsay said that I had to try and give the drop tails some fruit flies, which actually is not a bad idea. So let's give these girls some fruit flies. Some dead ones. And that's the hard thing. How am I going to do that? Okay. I have an idea. Oh, it's not a lot on screen at this moment. Sorry. Let's get you down to our drop tail queen. The fruit flies are not enjoying me as much. The Neopanera villosa, the Texas bullet ants, we had for quite a while already. You can find a couple of videos on them on the channel. Texas bullet ants, Neopanera villosa. I don't know that yet. Ants and stuff. I just put some in there and let's see if they take them or not. Oh, one is alive. We have to see. I'll give you an update on them in a bit. Okay. Let's check out our Pseudopanera. Oh, okay. That's a big larvae. Got more eggs in the back. And one worker. Nice. So we are still not completely sure which species this is. It was a gift from Ilias. Which of course we are very happy with. I am going to give these girls, at least I'm trying to give them some dead fruit flies as well. At the moment, we are saving up for Armata, Polyrachus armata. They are called nanitics. Thank you. I didn't know. I did not know that. So, some more Tetramorium. I think they're doing okay. Tetramorium style. Tons of brood. So this is a split off of the big colony. Tetramorium bicarinatum. On to the next. The next is not a colony that will be leaving us soon. And it is Chromatogasta scutularis, also known as the Tiny Devils 2.0. There we go. Okay, let's see. We still had a question because we are done with all the colonies. Atur, you wanted to see the Green Reavers. Are you still there, Atur? And I think Rico wanted to see the Lundis. Because after that, I will be ending the stream. Atur, are you there? Lundis, please. So we have one full fungus pod. This one is still not occupied, but so we got a full. They are really working on the trash pile that's getting fuller and fuller by the day. Still tons of workers. Everywhere. A little bit of fungus there and a lot of ants. And then again, small amounts of fungus. The pipe is not full anymore, but some stuff happening. Then this kind of collapsed. And today, I'll talk to you, Ebola. Thanks for being here. They got a full plant of spinach that we got from Stefan from the soil gecko. He brought it by yesterday. So I put a full plant in there and they are just munching on it. So Atu, are you there? Popeye ants, yeah. So, quick view on the green weavers. Looking absolutely beautiful. Fly to the honeypots. Okay, guys and girls, I am gonna flip the camera. Whoop. Yo. So, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for joining the stream again. It's always so much fun to do. Yeah, this time it was a Monday because of Easter. And yeah. So I'm going to take the Easter bunnies out of the shop, but this week I'll be adding smiley tray packages so you can actually buy them cheaper in bigger amounts. So, yeah, look at the website for those coming up. Join our Discord, like and subscribe. See us on TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to be very busy with the development of the new outworld, of the new nest for the honeypots. So I'm not sure if I will be able to put out a video this week. I have a lot of content, but I just haven't gotten the time to make anything yet, and I don't know if I will be able to. So, again, thank you all for joining. And yeah, I'll see you next time at the crafting ant.